if you are not going to, in any plan, anything, if it is electricity or health or water, if you don't have time and you don't have a plan and you don't have money, you cannot succeed. Okay, so if we have United States with Iraq side by side, working with all the technology and putting a lot of money to push all the sectors ahead. They couldn't succeed in 6 years. I mean, in 6 years, in 6 years still, Dr. Karim, he's saying that we are reaching 5,200
Aiham
megawatts.
That begs the question. So, hold on just a second. In 1991, immediately after the end of the war, the former regime, Saddam Hussein's regime, was able pretty much to rebuild all the destroyed bridges, most of the hospitals, a lot of the infrastructures was rebuilt, and even the electricity production and usage was brought back to 1990. How was it that a country under sanction was able to do that, and yet, as you say, with the help of the greatest power on earth, the United States, Iraq is not moving forward?
Simple. The people are there. The people who build it, the people who maintain it over the years, they've been there.
That is one explanation.
This is one. That is one. Second, the stability of the government. The stability in Iraq. There is already political stability in all Iraq. There is one government running the show. Now we have too many parties running the show as a government.
Let me see if I get a final answer and final comment from Karim Wahid. Too many cooks, they spoil the cooking. Would you agree with that?
Now, after launching the international compact in 2006, and after the tour of the Prime Minister and his government in too many countries, encouraging those countries to rebuild the infrastructure in Iraq. Now the situation much better than before, in particular when, I mean, the security now is better since, as I said, since mid of last year till now. Now some of the companies now in Iraq working, and most of the companies intend to work in Iraq in order to participate in rebuilding the infrastructure. Now the situation is much better. For the last 3 years is very difficult. We have, I mean, a very difficult time. We lost about 1,200 people killed, kidnapped, and only in the sector, I mean. What about the other sectors as well? Therefore,
before you answer about other sectors, Aiham Alsammarae just said something very important, and that is, without reconciliation, nothing is going to happen in Iraq. Without the return of the technocrats, al-Maliki just extended an olive branch, but his partners in the coalition, At-Tayyar al-Sadri as well as the Supreme Council, pretty much they told him, no return for the Ba'athists.
Well, this is a major problem we have it in Iraq right now. The parties who took over after Alawi, the Alliance, Islamic Alliance, and all the religious parties, I can say, they somehow they feel there is between, they address the issue between revenge and hatred. They don't like the other half of the nation work with them together. They think they are on the country and they like to run it by themselves. This is the mistake, the major mistake. They have to understand it. They cannot run the country without the other people who knows what is in the country. They are getting all the advice from outside the border. We are all Iraqis. We have to work for Iraq. And without
Aiham
working together,
you know very well
we cannot succeed in Iraq.
Aiham Alsammarae, you know very well, Karim Wahid is a technician, he's a technocrat, he's a graduate, well, perhaps one of the most important universities in the world.
And he's ex-Ba'athist. He's ex-Ba'athist. And he was Ba'athist until 2003.
All the more reason revenge and hatred is not going to build a country, Karim Wahid. So is the Iraqi government willing to include others?
By the way, I'm talking on this power sector. Iraq now, and even that the Iraq government accepting anyone who could serve this country, who serve Iraqi people now. Iraqi people suffer from the long time. I mean, even that from the ex-regime because of the shortage of the services. Also, I mean, now they are suffering of the same problem, but now it's much better than before. Now give the government some time, to improve the conditions, the status, and to improve the service to Iraqi people. Now, after security improved since June 2008 till now we have, one of the factors to be implemented is the security, as Dr. Aiham says. We have security now, and hopefully we have allocation because of the budget to be improved, to be, allocated to this sector. We have, time, we have a plan. The plan should be, executed within 3 years in order to improve this sector. We're expecting anyone who can help this country. He's very welcome.
Karim Wahid, thank you very much. I'll get a final comment from Aiham Alsammarae. You need more time. We need more time. Do the Iraqis have more time, Aiham Alsammarae?
Well, I think they don't anymore. I mean, after 6 years and after all this suffering over the last 20 years, I think Iraqis expect more. They expect good summer. I know he cannot make miracle, Dr. Karim, but in this summer, after 6 years, they expect they have at least 20 hours electricity. I mean, I don't think anyone can do that for them.
I'm not saying
I
that
think that we are in. I think we'll be in trouble in this summer, and we'll be trouble next summer, and in the same time in all other sectors.
Thank you.
We cannot do any progress unless we have a political solutions. This is the key for Iraq future.
Aiham Alsammarae, Karim Wahid, gentlemen, thank you for being guests on Inside Iraq.
Thank you. Thank you.
To access the show, to send us your comments, please go to aljazeera.net/English. We have reached the end of this show. Join me next week when we take another look inside Iraq. Until then, have a great week.